Our Constitution provides for three branches of our government: the legislative, judiciary, and executive. The legislative branch of the government, our Constitution, is to provide oversight of the other branches of government. It's fast becoming a precedent that in the discharge of our duty to provide oversight, we are either insulted or accused by public officials. Not necessarily by the ordinary man in the street, but by officials of government. Months ago, a committee on foreign affairs invited the foreign minister here, and we have some concerns. Expressing those concerns, we talk about the misuse of diplomatic passport. We go on aircraft displaying the diplomatic passport and putting on social media. And I was insulted by two officials of government. They went on the airwaves, they went in the papers, they insulted me for expressing my concern. I went on a talk show and I stated that I want this government to be a one-term government. It became a crime. The Ministry of Information doctored a statement and accused me of trying to destabilize the country and prevent investors from coming to this country.
Did not object to the plan. It cost us $450,000 to build the bridge.
Now he say 1.3 million.
Allow me to finish. And now, because they are determined to stop us, and not only that, because this is why this country is not developing, because a bridge that we know and we have the experience, and we built several of them, can never cost $1.3 million. They are now posturing themselves to take $1.3 million from the Liberia people money in the budget to go and build a bridge that clearly is not more than $450,000. And this is what they have done. And they brought a plan. Clearly, this plan does not represent the physical reality on the ground. It is a concocted plan. It is designed. The ministry is insinuating that we should provide the funding for the government to carry on the work. That is because they know we are not stupid. They know we're not going to do that. And now they're going to insert that into the budget.
Your life can be threatened. Why are you being afraid of the threat? You understand? I want to make it clear. Our honor job, we are government, and our declared national security threat. I couldn't even move places. But the reason I'm making all these statements in this chamber is because all these things are happening. When the labor minister came here as a nominee, he sat there and I asked him about work permit, what we would do about work permit to give our people a job, and he committed. And I told him that I will vote for you so that after 6 months, you can come give us what we're doing on the work permit issue for our people to get jobs. And in the exercise of that duty, when I confirmed that labor minister that day, my protest distinguished colleagues, I want to make it clear that he was not a cool man when I confirmed him. He was not Bassa. He was not VAR. He was from Nima when I confirmed him to be Minister of Labor. So my questions on his performance, especially when he has to do a work permit issue, cannot be now that because he's from Nima and Guillaume. Let me go further. In the Senate room, I put a video. the Assistant Secretary of MDR, who is a staff at the Ministry of Labor, went on the radio in Nima County to rally Nima County that I killed Queen Johnson. And I want to kill another Nibaya again. Man, I brought them, distinguished colleagues, Mr. Frederick Bay is the Deputy Director of Communications at the Ministry of Labor. He and two other quote-unquote civil society institutions issued damning statements against me. He is the Deputy Communications Director at the Ministry of Labor. Man, I brought them. The minister has said MDR, the people who talking on their own, MDR itself has spoken. Everything the gentleman said to the people of Nimba, in Nimba, on the radio, that I'm doing everything to frustrate Nimba from becoming president. I'm undermining the rescue government unity, and I'm doing it because Liberty Party is all kinds of stuff. The gentleman said all of those things, and in MDR official press conference, all those things are enumerated there.
What a pleasant good morning and a warm welcome to the Friday edition of the program, The Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. Folks, we'd like to say good morning and welcome to another fascinating edition of the program, The Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. Today is Friday, and today is the 21st of November. The year is 2025. And we'd like to say good morning, wherever you are, however you listen, whatever the occasion is, we say welcome to the Friday edition of the program. The weekend begins today, and lots of exciting things going to happen. So we're here this morning to run you through the Friday edition of the program. My name is Emmanuel Palen David. I will be joined by my colleague Lorena Honoré. Together, we're going to run you through from this time straight up to 10 o'clock, at which time we're going to pack our bags and leave the studio. But until the time, let's run you through lots of great things as we hope to have for ourselves a splendid edition of the program, The Today Show on Spoon 107.5. It is on Fabric 101.1 FM, and we are on Spoon TV Live on our various social media handle. For those of you who following, we'd like to say thank you always for following. You are very important. You are the reason that we're here. So you play a very important, a very pivotal role in our broadcast. So we say thank you for always joining us. All right, the time check is exactly 10 minutes past 8 o'clock from outside the nation capital, Monrovia. We see the weather in Pinsville, that's Congo Town. And we transmit authentic information, education, as well as maximum entertainment. So, folks, today is Friday. For those of you who have birthday on today, we say happy birthday out to you. And if you celebrated a day or days ago, belated birthday greetings going out to you. And if you're looking forward to your birthday or pre-birthday greetings going out to you, we'd like to say have for yourself a very good time as you look forward to your birthday. And birthday comes once a year, so it is a very important day, and you have to cherish it. So we here this morning, we will crisscross the country to speak of our correspondence, to give you a sense of understanding what is going on in parts of Liberia, so that you know exactly Montserrat County is not just Liberia. Liberia stretches as far as the 14th county. Montserrat County is the one making the 15 counties. So we have to go other places to know exactly what are some of the things that are happening in those places. And then we will rumble you through the papers, give you a sense of understanding what is making news in the print media. And we move forward. We have a conversation at 9 o'clock. And then we give you the opportunity to weigh in on some of those issues that we will be talking about. So we'd like to say welcome to the show. For those of you who are lovers of the game is open, it's running now. You can continue to play. The system is active. You can purchase more than one ticket. As we go on, we will certainly do draws and give cash out. And the amount to play today's game is $200 Liberian dollars. and you have to be residing in Liberia and have mobile money account, and then you can play the game. Be a Lone Star Cell subscriber, have mobile money account, and then you can certainly play the game. So we move on to other great things on the show. Yes, for those of you just joining in, we say welcome. Thanks so kindly for the privilege of your company. So we go to our weather report for today. BBC weather report on Liberia, Monrovia for today. It says we will have thundery showers and light winds. So you have to take along with you your umbrella. Take along with you your umbrella, because we are experiencing climate change. And last night we had a heavy downpour of rain in some parts of Montserrat County. I don't know other places, but where I live, the downpour of rain was kind of heavy. Yes, very heavy last evening, and we expect these things to happen because we are experiencing climate change. So we move on to other things this morning. We will shortly crisscross the country to speak of our correspondent. Let's talk a little bit about building trust. Yes, let's talk a little bit about building trust. Benefit of being faithful in relationship. Yes, it is very important that we highlight these things on the show. Being faithful in a relationship builds trust, leading to a stronger, more stable partnership and greater emotional security for both individuals. Other benefits include preventing the emotional pain or infertility and divorce, fostering a healthy environment for children, promoting open communication, and protecting against sexual transmitted diseases. These are the benefits: emotional and mental health, build trust, reduce stress. These are benefits if you are faithful in a relationship. Having a faithful relationship that is two individuals' commitment. It shouldn't be one-sided. Yeah, it shouldn't be just on one side. It should be the effort of two persons. So it reduce stress, provide confidence, foster a stronger friendship, and also relationship stability, prevent pain, create a longer, that's lifelong partnership, shows satisfaction, benefit for children, provide a positive example. Your children can learn from the both of you, because if you are growing up in a home that the mother and the father is always fighting, the pa is always beating the ma, the son will learn that. And when he grows up and then he has his own relationship, he thinks that is necessary to do. He can go right ahead and start beating his own partner because he learned it from his parent. So it has benefit on children, provide a positive example, create stability, break negative cycle, and other benefits include health protection. Staying faithful prevent the risk of contracting sexual transmitted diseases that can come from having multiple partners. And we saw yesterday, it will be one of our talking points. Yesterday, the National AIDS Commission of Liberia came up with a release, a concerning and alarming release that spotlight about 36,000 individuals living with AIDS. I think that one has to do with those who have been tested. So we will talk much more about that. So health protection, staying faithful prevents the risk of contracting sexual transmitted diseases that can come from having multiple partners, encourages transparency. A commitment to faithfulness can lead to greater openness and transparency in the relationship. It enhances personal integrity. Faithfulness is an act of personal integrity and loyalty to one you love. So it is a very good thing. These are benefits that you get from having a trusted and a faithful relationship. Emotional and mental health, it contributes to that. Relationship stability, it contributes to that. Benefit for children, it contributes to that. And other benefits that includes health protection, encourages transparency, and enhances personal integrity. So, folks, there you have it. So let's go to other things. The importance of washing hands. For those of you who don't like to wash your hands, washing your hands is crucial for preventing the spread of germs and infection by removing microbes that can cause illness like cold, flu, and food poisoning. So we'll get to some of those benefits. Benefit of washing your hands: prevent illness, protect others, reduce food poisoning, protect the vulnerable. When you wash your hands, these are things that you need to know: when to wash your hands, before, doing, and after preparing food. Before you prepare the food, you wash your hands. Preparing the food, because you will have to touch other things, you have to wash your hand continuously. And after preparing the food, you have to wash your hands. Before and after eating, before you eat or touch a food, you have to wash your hands. And after eating the food, you certainly have to wash your hands. After using the toilet, that is very important. After using the toilet, you have to wash your hands. After blowing your nose, coughing, or sneezing, after blowing your nose, coughing, or sneezing, you have to wash your hands. After changing diaper or cleaning up a child, you have to wash your hands. After touching garbage, you have to wash your hands. Before and after treating a cut or wound, you have to wash your hands. After touching animals and animal waste and other things, you have to wash your hands. You know, during the course of the day, you know, we Liberians, we love to shake hands. And you don't know, and this is very important. It sounds funny, but it's very important. You don't know as to whether that person that you just got you shaking his or her hands went about blowing their nose or coughing within the palm or even sneezing. And we shake hands as soon as we get at the dining table, or we are hungry, we grab a bread or biscuit or a food, and immediately we eat. Right away on the spot without washing our hands. And at times you are climbing the steps and other places, you touch some things. And you don't know as to whether someone sneezes and the person touched that particular thing, and then you went about touching it too, and you didn't wash your hand, you go about eating. So it is good. That's why it is very important to take along with you hand sanitizer, because after every period of time, you just put a little in your palm and then you rub your palm. It kills those bacteria, those germs that your palm is carrying. So it is very important that we take along with us hand sanitizer. We wash our hands frequently because you don't want to get sick. So, folks, we'd like to say welcome to the show. It is 20 minutes past 8 o'clock. The code to play the game is *79 and *3 hash. *79 and *3 hash. You play with the minimum of 200 Liberian dollar or $1.50 USD that qualifies you to make some cash for yourself. We will be giving out 10,000, 25,000, and our grand winner walk away with 50,000. And we will budget some folks' effort by giving them 5,000 Liberian dollars. So double up and play. The system is open running. *79 and *3 hash. *79 and *3 hash is the code to play with. So we crisscross the country to speak with our correspondents. We'll go to Grand Bassa County and speak with King Brown. And then we go to Nimba County and we go to Bum County to speak with Kongwe Bokakoli. So our first stop, we will certainly go to Grand Bassa County to speak with King Brown. King Brown is our man there in Grand Bassa County. Let's go to Grand Bassa County and speak with King Brown to know exactly what is going on in Grand Bassa County, to give us a sense of understanding what is making news in Grand Bassa County. So we'll go to Grand Bassa County now to speak with King Brown. As soon as we have him on, we will certainly initiate the conversation as we move on. So we go to Grand Bassa County now to speak of King Brown. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5. Folks, wherever you are, however you're listening, whatever the occasion is, we say welcome to the show. This is the, I think we're not getting King Brown. So we go to Nima County now to speak with, let's go to Nima County and speak with Christopher Fine. Let's go to Nimba County to speak with Christopher Fine. Christopher is our man there in Nimba County. As soon as we have Christopher on, that's Lower Nimba County, as soon as we have Christopher on, we initiate the conversation. So, folks, we'd like to say welcome to the show. We like to say welcome to the show. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. And indeed, we are here this morning. So we are crisscrossing the country to speak of our correspondent. We are going to Nima County now to speak of our Nima County correspondent, Christopher Fine. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing this morning? And how is
Good morning, Manuel, and good morning to the folks there this morning. How's your end?
Well, I'm fine. How's Lower Nimba County?
And you not even allow me to go and start my GB business in the morning.
I mean, you have to report for where you go eat. The people need the news, my man. The people need the news.
So, Emmanuel, just to drive you quickly in Lower Nimba, a 29-year-old man named Jemfel Kore with a 30-year-old girl in Zao Yekei town in district number 8, Nimba County. And so this incident took place 2 days ago, and it's on the run, and police are in search of hearing.
So, currently, how's the health of this victim? First and foremost.
Well, the victim was taken to the Secretary Comprehensive Health Center for treatment, and as we speak, the victim is responding to treatment, but the police are yet to arrest the individual in question. So when Helen did the thing at night he escaped. And then according to information, people saw him going on the farm, but they never knew exactly that he did an unlawful act. So against that, he had to leave the town, and then after he go on the farm where he wore his dirty clothes, half collars in his hand, and he left the town.
So, what was the relationship between these two people? I'm talking about the victim and the perpetrator. Were they relatives or just community members living in the town? They
both of them are community members. According to the information received from the youth chair for the town, is that they are neighbors. Heron house is next door to the victim house, and so at night, in the night, Heron left a house. Saying that he was going to a liquor shop next door, and so it was around 11 when he left. So he started creeping on this victim, and while he entered on the victim was asleep, and he threatened, according to the victim, he threatened that if the victim makes any sound in the house, he's going to kill the victim. And so against that, he was successful in raping this victim. And the next morning, after he left, the victim was able to shout, and people people in the community will come around.
So, what is the age of this victim?
18 years old girl.
13-year-old girl. So, where is her parent?
She, according to the youth chair, the parents are on the farm. This is school time, this is harvest time. Most often they send the children to town to go to school, and while the parents are also on the farm. And so that's the case with the victim.
Wow. So this perpetrator is now on the run, and police is in search of him.
Yeah, the police are in search of him.
So what are some of the reactions from the relative in terms of this entire stuff?
Well, the relatives themselves are taking the matter seriously, and they're almost all of the radio station announcing this victim, the perpetrator name. and they are calling on Liberia National Police, the Community Watchdog, the Immigration, the DLDA, anywhere they see about hearing, they should hurry arrested. They are even carrying his photo around to see how best he can be apprehended.
I think this is very, very terrible to have a 40-year-old man raping a 13-year-old girl, and this is very terrible. Do we have any record of similar incident happening initially in that part of Nimba County?
Yeah, so 2-3 years ago, similar thing happened, but the person was apprehended on the same.
Okay.
You know, the issue of rape case in Nimba is alarming. I don't know what actually make it to be alarming. It's something that we need to investigate. Because if you go to the police station, especially the Women and Children Protection section, Emmanuel, you will find out that most of those cases, instead of persistent non-support, all of those cases will be, most of those cases will be rape. And so what is happening is that the one that happened in Zayeke now is the parents are also calling for those who are from the human rights background or who sometimes aid those victims for treatment, to help them to go for, to go for more, medical checkup. They are also calling on them. Emmanuel is that according to the youth chair, these victim parents are financially, they are not financially fit. So at the end result, they are finding it somehow difficult to take the perpetrator, the victim, to advanced medical facility.
Well, the women section, the women and children section of the LMP there in the county, what are they doing? Are they aiding in the process to have this victim getting some medication?
Yes, Emmanuel, when it comes to that, I must applaud the Liberia National Police within Sacramento region. Those guys are actually doing extremely well in terms of fighting crime, in terms of handling those rape cases and so on. So they don't take those issues lightly. So since those cases were reported, they have been on the alarm, they have been watching, they have been going from place to place, making sure that they handle this perpetrator, and they are also been helping the victim to receive a proper medication at the Secondary Comprehensive Health Center.
And I hope that the police can actually go after the perpetrator and have him answering to some of those questions, as he has been alleged raping a 13-year-old girl. All right, so thank you, Christopher Fan, for updating us with those with that report from Nimba County. Hope that you have for yourself a pleasant, God bless weekend.
Thank you so much, brother. Do have yourself a wonderful weekend.
All right, thank you, Christopher Fan, our Nimba County correspondent, Lower Nimba County correspondent, bringing it up to speed with a rape development there in the county, and we're going to throw light on those things as we move on. So we make a stop. Let's go to Bond County. Let's try King Brown, and then we'll go to Bond County. If we cannot get King Brown, we'll have to go to Congo Bokakoli there in Bond County to have a conversation with him. So we are here this morning, folks. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. And we are here this morning. So continue to play the game. The code remains the same. *799 *3# *799 *3#. Okay, right. I'm seeing an information on the U.S. Embassy page, and we're going to talk a little bit about that very shortly. 2027 Diversity Visa Program. We're going to talk a little bit about that very shortly. So let's get to our correspondent. We'll come back. We throw light on it quickly. So we go to that's Bond County to speak with Kongwe Bokakoli. Kongwe Bokakoli is our man there in Bond County. Let's go to Bond County now to speak with Kongwe Bokakoli as we move on. This is the Friday edition of the program, the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. and we're live on Fabric and Spoon TV. So we have with us our Bond County correspondent, Kongwe Bokakoli, on the line. Good morning, Kongwe. How are you doing this morning in Harris, Bond County?
Good morning, Emmanuel, and good morning to the people in the nation's capital. I mean, Banga is relatively good this morning.
In terms of agricultural activity and other activity that includes business, how are things going?
Oh, I mean, as one of the bread baskets of Liberia, I mean, in terms of farming activities, Bongis are always into farming, and a lot of people are involved with farming activities. I mean, I think everything is going perfect.
So, the Ministry of Public Works has given the citizen movement for change the go-ahead to carry on the construction of the Jaw Bridge. What have been reactions so far since the pronouncement of this information?
I mean, when the citizen heard the information yesterday at about 10 in the morning, majority of them, especially those from the civil compound, the Brooklyn and Jukman, gathered at the main site. I mean, in jubilation, they started celebrating, because when Musa Bedito officially pronounced right after the appearance of the minister before plenary, when he pronounced that he was withdrawing from the Jaw Bridge, they held a meeting the following day. The community chairman to officially inform them that honorability was coming for the materials, and some of them said they were really sad about it, because for so long they've lived in that community and they have not seen anyone coming to them like what Bedite did, and not just coming to break ground for the construction of a bridge, but bringing in huge materials for construction purpose, like they spoke about bringing 1,500 bags of cement currently on ground. I mean, the 500 bags of cement in possession of the community chairman, and still available. The different machines that will be working, I mean, on that particular bridge available currently in the possession of the community chairman. They said it was something that they got worried when Bedite said he was coming for those items and redirected them to other areas. But with the news that the ministry officially granted CMC the permission to go ahead with the construction of the bridge, it was something they actually celebrated yesterday. But Emmanuel, quickly, there was something, the minister is not actually familiar with the different areas people been talking about. Because according to him, there were two bridges, submitted by the Superintendent of Bond County, Madam Howard Lodia Norris. They proposed two bridges to the Ministry of Public Works for construction in the county. So one at the lower part, which is connecting Banga and a village called Devita, and that's Nijo. And another one connecting Brooklyn and that of the Silver Compound community, the one Musa Bedite program for on October 3. So the one at the lower part was a bridge that cost 1.3 million.
Okay.
Because the bridge connecting Devita and that of Banga, it cost 1.3 million. And the one at the upper part, because Musa was like, I mean, we cannot use 1.3 million to actually have that bridge constructed. If you were to take that particular bridge, you spend not more than 450,000.
Okay.
So with the new estimated cost of that bridge, which is 518,000, a little over 518,000, Musa Bedite, the CMC, Honorable Josiah Marvin Co, they've agreed to spend that particular money to have the bridge constructed. So that really made more people happy. Like the news has been, the money was reduced from the 1.3 million to 518,000. The clarity now has been, it was a mistake actually from the minister. He was not properly informed about the bridge Musa Bedite program for. They thought it was the Devita bridge that cost the 1.3 million he was doing at the lower part of Jaw.
So looking at all of these things, the construction of the bridge is about to kick start, and all of those things concerned with the bridge. Just tell us, you were there in the county, what would that mean for those living around that particular vicinity and those who will be commuting on those bridges?
Well, yesterday we spoke with a lady And the lady said her sister is currently in Monrovia because of that particular area, because of trauma. She was forced to leave from Banga to relocate to Monrovia because her 2 children left in that particular water. Yeah, according to the lady, I mean the father of these kids got injured, and they sent them to actually get some firewood across the Jaw River. And I mean, while coming back home, the bigger brother started crossing those kids, those with the wood, and one of them, I mean, mistakenly fell in the Jaw River. He said to the bigger brother also follow to rescue his little brother.
Conway? Oh, we lost on Conway. I don't know what is going on. We lost on Conway. Okay, we have to reconnect with Conway quickly. So, folks, this is the Today on Spoon 107.5 FM. Let's reconnect with Conway quickly, and then we will certainly move on. Let's reconnect with Conway quickly, right? Let's reconnect with Conway quickly as we end on that report. All right, let's reconnect with him quickly as we end on that report. Well, folks, this is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. We're trying to reconnect with our Bond County correspondent, Conway Bukokoli, as he end on that report. So we are here this morning, folks. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. We're trying to reconnect with Conway to have him on. All right, I think we have Conway on this line. Conway, we apologize. We have a break in. So just continue from where you stopped.
Yeah, so like I was saying, they didn't relocate it because the 2 children, got drowned in the Jaw Creek. And a lot of people have been complaining about that area. And the people have died. And, according to them, when that bridge is constructed, it will help connect 4 different communities. And it will not just be limited to, those communities, but people from Lofa County, for example, you have Lofa, and you want to get you want to go to Nimba, you will not need to pass through Lofa parking, get on the main road from police station to go, because that's the shorter distance if you leave from Lofa. And school-going kids, like people attending the Sumo Moi Memorial Institute, people attending the government-run Dolokalon Bofaya School, even the Technical College, because the Technical College is closer to that particular area. It will actually help more students to be commuting between there. So it is something that the people have waited for so long. So with this particular idea from Musa Benedict constructed, it is something they are celebrating in Bond County.
And I think that is very important. And the construction of that bridge is timely. And also, I think it will also contribute economically to the county as well, as people take their produce from their farms, transporting rice and other things, other areas. I think it will help as well.
Yes. That's exactly what that bridge will do. Because in fact, the people have said that community has been isolated. In fact, because of that particular route, they don't interact with more people who are involved with business and other things, because that area is not connected. The area has actually been isolated, so it will now open their community to people who want to make business.
Okay, Congress, thanks a lot for updating us with that report. From
before I can leave you, today the Ministry of Internal Affairs, that occasion officially commenced yesterday. The inaugural National Assembly of Chiefs and Tribal Governors.
Okay.
And that event commenced last night with a welcoming dinner that was hosted by the Minister of Internal Affairs, Honorable Francis Yumani. And the dinner brought together paramount chiefs, clan chiefs, and that of tribal governors. And this morning, the minister is currently on the local radio station here, and saying the president of Liberia will be arriving, because he will be presiding over that particular event. And it is being held under the theme, Kwapaku Kima Kwano Eto, and that's Bele. Yeah, let's come together and build our country.
Certainly.
Yeah, so the formal opening will be at 10 o'clock this morning. Like I said, will be presided over by the president, and we are told the vice president will be here, the pro tem, the speaker, and other government officials. And according to the minister, it is intended to promote inclusive and participatory governance, and also to strengthen collaboration among traditional leaders. And they said this will be like annually, and it is intended for traditional leaders to interact with the president directly. So this is happening for the first time, and Banga is the host. It is being hosted at the Banga Administrative Building.
And I think that is a very good news. So the chiefs and elders in the county can have a one-on-one engagement with the president, say some of those things directly to him, not using third party.
Yeah, so this is national. You got at least 400 traditional leaders expected to be in Banga to participate. Also, the 287 paramount chiefs across the country.
Wow.
And also the 150 selected clan chiefs. They also selected clan chiefs from across the country, and the 15 superintendents, including all the city mayors.
Wow.
They will be part of this particular event. And preparation ongoing. Banga is currently lively, and the people getting prepared for this event. And interestingly, the president is already on his way to Banga, we've been told.
Okay, thank you, Congress, for giving up those reports. Hoping that you have further information as it relates to the drawbridge and the ceremony that is about to happen there in Banga, Bon County.
You're welcome, Emmanuel.
Okay, Congress Bokakoli is our Bon County correspondent, bringing us up to speed with those developments. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5, folks. Whatever you are, however you listen, whatever the occasion is, we'd like to say welcome to the broadcast, the program. And we take you straight up to 10 o'clock. So at this juncture, we will certainly go for a very short break. We come back, we rumble you through the papers. But before going, let's get right here and okay. Let's go right here. There, I saw an information on the U.S. Embassy page, and I thought it was to touch on it. Let U.S. Embassy, Monrovia, Liberia. All right. So we will certainly bring it to you as soon as we lay our hands on it. All right, it says 2027 Diversity Visa Program. The Diversity Visa DV 2027 entry registration period is not open at this time. We are aware of reports of fraudulent claims that DV 2027 entry is open and of individuals and services falsely claiming they can increase your chances of selection. This is not true. DV 2027 registration dates and detail about changes to this year's process will be announced by the Department of State when available. I think that is crystal clear. Anybody tell you that they're playing TV now, taking your money because people can pay money to Vera Cafe and other places? It is wrong. That is not true. When the process is ready, the Department of State will announce, according to the U.S. Embassy, Monrovia, Liberia. Nobody should go about playing DV because any link that you see that they didn't put it that way. That blah la. When America ready to do DV, they will announce it through that department, that State Department, the Department of State. So until that time, please do not go to anybody to tell you, say, oh, bring your 250. That 250 you can take it and buy something and eat. Yeah, buy something and eat. Do not pay your money to anyone. Do not pay your money to anyone. So, folks, we have to go for a very short break. As soon as we come back, we will rumble through the papers, and then we will certainly We will certainly get to our topic as we move on. Keep following.
Did not object to the plan. It cost us $450,000 to build the bridge.
Now he say 1.3 million.
Allow me to finish. And now, because they are determined to stop us, and not only that, because this is why this country is not developing, because a bridge that we know and we have the experience, and we built several of them, can never cost $1.3 million. They are now posturing themselves to take $1.3 million from the Labrador people money in the budget to go and build a bridge that clearly is not more than $450,000. And this is what they have done. And the broader plan, clearly this plan does not represent the physical reality on the ground. It is a concocted plan. It is designed. The ministry is insinuating that we should provide the funding for the government to carry on the work. That is because they know we are not stupid. They know we're not going to do that. And now they're going to insert that into the budget.
Thank you, Pro Tem. Pro Tem, our Constitution provides for three branches of our government: the legislative, judiciary, and the executive. The legislative branch of the government, our Constitution, is to provide oversight of the other branches of government. It's fast becoming a precedent that in the discharge of our duty to provide oversight, we are either insulted or accused by public officials. Not necessarily by the ordinary man in the street, but by officials of government. Months ago, a committee on foreign affairs invited the foreign minister here, and we have some concerns. Expressing those concerns, we talk about the misuse of diplomatic passport. We go on aircraft displaying the diplomatic passport, putting on social media, and I was insulted by the two officials of government. The one on the airwaves, the one in the papers, they insulted me for providing or expressing my concern. I went on the talk show and I stated that I want this government to be a one-term government. It became a crime. The Ministry of Information doctored a statement and accused me of trying to destabilize the country and prevent investors from coming to this country.
Did not object to the plan. It cost us $450,000 to build the bridge.
Now he say 1.3 million.
Allow me to finish. And now, because they are determined to stop us, and not only that, because this is why this country is not developing, because a bridge that we know and we have the experience, and we built several of them, can never cost $1.3 million. They are now posturing themselves to take $1.3 million from the Labrador people money in the budget to go and build a bridge that clearly is not more than $450,000. And this is what they have done. And the broader plan, clearly this plan does not represent the physical reality on the ground. It is a concocted plan. It is designed. The ministry is insinuating that we should provide the funding for the government to carry on the work. That is because they know we're not stupid. They know we're not going to do that. And now they're going to insert that into the budget.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. We're back here on the program, The Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM, and we're on Fabric 101.1 FM. And we're also on Spoon TV Live, wherever you are, however you're listening. Whatever the occasion is, we say welcome to the show. Today is Friday, and the weekend begins today, and there are lots of things happening. I'd like to say hats up to my mentor, that's you, Mr. E.O. White, there in San Francisco, USA, California. I'd like to say hats up, you following from your home. I'd like to say thanks a lot for following. All right, so we have the Supreme Lady here already. She has recovered, and she's here very shortly. She almost recovered. So she will soon be on camera as soon as we have her on. Okay, she's here. Let's go to Lorena Honoree.
Emmanuel, I'm
small.
Yeah, I'm on the therapeutic stage right now. You know, Emmanuel, if I were in California, I would be your mentor too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more about rare. So when I'm mentor.
Mentor.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, you have to mute. You have to mute your microphone.
Oh, okay. In Liberia, so I'm mentor.
So you're
You know, if I was somewhere over there, I'd be Emmanuel Minister, the great Supreme Lady Lorena Honoree, my mentor. She is all the way there in Atlanta, Georgia. My people, you know, it's good to be here, you know, after weeks of injury. I give God the glory, as you can see. Yeah, I'm on the therapeutic stage. You know, you see my fingers, they are still swollen. If I admit it on myself, I can embarrass myself on. But yeah, we are here, and it could have been worse. But thank God it didn't. Yeah, you know, it was not the back, it was the wrist. But Emmanuel, to tell you the truth, it's a testimony, because I can tell you that from what I experienced, I was coming down on my back. Yeah, but then God just shifted, and my whole weight went on my right hand.
Wow.
And that was why my wrist broke. You know, I spent all day in the hospital the next day, and trying to get an X-ray. And when the doctor told me that your wrist broke,
wow,
yeah,
very terrible.
Yeah, it broke my heart. And nobody wants to live in this pain, man. I don't wish this pain on my worst enemy. It's painful. Just imagine living with pain. You know, you're just in pain, serious pain. But we thank God for those that God gave the talent to make sure they replace your bone, put it back where it should be. Right now is the vein. You know, the vein is being a little stiff, but we're exercising it, and I know it's going to be okay. But Emmanuel, thank you for holding down the ground and always being here.
Yeah, people miss you on the show. Yeah. I receive a lot of calls.
Oh, I miss them too. You know,
I've been following.
I've been following them, and you know, so your thanks for always following. We here, you're still here. All of you guys doing the program, and those who followed, call, text, share, and, you know, leave comments. You are highly appreciated. It is because of you people that we have to come here. Even if we dragging set, we got to come because of you people, because you people are waiting, listening. You know, you have those urges that say, I want to listen to Spoon. Spoon will give me the rightful information. And, you know, I will confirm. In fact, some people will go through arguments and debates, and they will say, let's just wait for Spoon. Spoon will tell us, hey, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in the night. Spoon will make sure we know it. So you people are highly appreciated. We love you. And so we are here today to make sure we feed you on this beautiful Friday, the 21st. The holiday is very close. Emmanuel, you know, I told
the 29th.
Yeah, we're gonna be celebrating.
It's one of the biggest holidays in Liberia. You have 26, the 29th December 25th, Christmas.
For me, my favorite holidays. I have
New Year
two
Day.
favorite-
People
I have
don't
two favorite
celebrate New
holidays.
Year like the 29th.
Yeah.
Because some people will exhaust all of their little resources.
Some people already broke. Let's just say that.
Some people already exhaust their resources for the Christmas, and then as soon as they hit New Year, because New Year is next right though.
And then you have school fees to pay too, right after New Year. So people being smart. Now Liberians are, preserving. We know now what we call emergency. Right now you get 1,000 Liberian, you eat 500, you keep 500.
Yeah.
It's not like before where you say I can eat it 1,000, cousin will give me a,
tomorrow
uncle will send it, auntie will send it, or I will just go to that place, it will happen. No. Right now, we know what they call reserve. If I will tell you that reserve, may America beat America our part. So but it's a good thing, I like the way all Liberians are politicians now. The political scientists are just sitting back and watching the politicians. You go into the marketplaces, the politics. Anywhere you turn, it's all about politics. You sit in the taxi, the buses, the trucks, everywhere. In fact, don't be surprised when the ambulance are moving, people are arguing politics in the ambulance. So it's a good thing. And at the same time, people are playing politics in everything now. So be careful if you want to be a part of politics in Liberia, or you want to run for any government office or anything. Don't forget that. Yesterday, so Konkwa name is still scrolling.
Oh yeah.
So somebody said yesterday, I was saying, holidays here, it's time for us to give, even if it's not bags of rice, but plastic bags of rice to the old people in the communities and the single parents and all that. Then my neighbor said, you want to run for position in the country, eh?
It has been a custom in our country. Anytime you see people doing good, next thing, boom, you see that flyer up.
Yeah, I like to be politician friends
of Lorena Honorary.
Hey,
the next thing you see some stage manage a petition.
Oh, so you call it stage manage?
Yeah. What is so much you have done in terms of leadership that people will just, and some of those people you see nothing they have done in terms of leadership, providing leadership. But as the election get closer, you see they share a few cup of rice, and then for
just imagine waiting for election to get closer.
2 or 3 people in the community that can talk. Probably they were soup members or they. No, my man is soup. I got the Secretary General, my friend. I got plenty of men in soup. So they put those boys together, and then
no boys in UL, but the guy, people at AME, UMU, Stella Maris. I'm like, how do you people? They say, but we don't want running the country. That is where the leadership comes from. Yeah. But today we have a very sensitive conversation we're going to be having. I don't know if I should say sensitive, but it's health-wise, and it's important for you, important for me, important for everybody.
Oh yeah.
I hate to hear that phrase when people say something got to kill somebody, or should I call it statement?
Yeah, statement.
You get something got to kill somebody, yeah. That means you don't mind having unsafe sex, because you say something got to kill somebody. So you go ahead and have unsafe sex with Mary, unsafe sex with Jean, unsafe sex with James Zeta, and now HIV and AIDS is gone wild in Liberia. Our country is small. Our population are plenty. And again, our people, and we as Liberians, the original Liberians, I don't know how many of us are really original Liberians if you really calculate. But we that were born here, our parents were born here, grandpa and migrated here, great grandpa and migrated here. Because if your grandpa was born here and your pa was born here, you are a Liberian.
Yeah.
Literally, as with my race. We are not plenty. I can tell you that for sure. Emmanuel, we are not many. Then we have the foreigners and we have residents.
Yeah.
Adding up to make us whatever population we are. So if a percentage of this group is affected with HIV and AIDS, then it's a serious concern.
Yeah. So we'll have to touch on that. I want to bring this story, Lorena. So we'll lay our thought on it. I don't know. You have paper there. I know you manage
the name of the story. I will manage. I will have to use my.
Yeah. So I'm on Spoon page.
Okay.
17 hours ago.
Wow.
This story was written by Yegesi Ziogbe.
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 Don't be spelling your colleague name. His name is Zuogbe. His name is Yegezi Zuogbe. You might not. Do you know why I try to pronounce people's names, especially the traditional names?
Oh, right.
Because when I went to Nigeria, that was why I couldn't get on the radio. Tinembu. I said, am I sinking? They said, oh, but you have to pronounce like you speaking the dialect. So it's Yegezi.
So Yegezi. Zuogbe.
Yeah. Yegezi, sorry.
So this story says Bele leaders petition lawmakers to reject President Bouaca's bill seeking to abolish harmful cultural practices, including FGM within the Sunday society. And I read it. Leaders of the National Association of the Kweda and Kweda-speaking people are urging the House of Representatives to reject President Joseph Yema Bouaca's bill seeking to abolish harmful cultural practices, including female genital mutilation within the Sunday Bush, the Sunday society. In a petition, they suggested that abolishing FGM would automatically lead to the end of the traditional group, which they say would be a major loss to Liberia's long-standing cultural heritage. The petition argues that the Sunday society has provided moral instruction, cultural education, and guidance for women and girls. The leaders also compare its protection under the law to that of the Masonic craft, which they describe as a foreign tradition.
Boy, now you don't want to do research or table.
They cite Article 5B of the Constitution, which calls on the Senate to preserve and promote positive Liberian culture. The group says lawmakers must honor this mandate and reject any attempt to ban the Sunday society. The petitioner calls for dialogue and reforms instead of total abolition. They say traditional communities should continue practices that respect the law and human dignity. Recently, President Joseph Bouaca submitted a bill titled An Act to Ban Harmful Practices, Cultural Practices in Liberia. It seeks to abolish practices such his administration consider harmful to the rights, health, and safety of citizens, especially women and children. They say the measure aims to align Liberia's law with international human rights standard. So the people saying they should have a dialogue. First and foremost, the lawmakers should reject the bill from the president. That's one. Calling that traditional practice a harmful something. And two, they want a dialogue, to have a dialogue around it. I think having dialogue around this is very important, Lorena, because this is a traditional heritage. This is something that people have been practicing way about before the Western king. And I think having a dialogue around it, looking at some of those things that are harmful in it, should be abolished, and not the entire traditional cultural practice. Because I haven't been there, but we've gathered some information, some basic information about what they do there in terms of teaching people how to be respectful, learning your culture, and all of those things. I think there are some good things among it. But to abolish the entire thing, in my mind, I think there needs to be some dialogue. And I saw a post yesterday that lawmaker going back to their constituents to have a conversation with them in terms of this particular law, as to whether they should give a green light to it or they should go ahead voting against it. So I think this, in every situation or having an issue, having dialogue is the best alternative, because you get both sides view, and you will listen to this side, and you put yourself in a position to make the rightful decision, not just by unilaterally making decision without the view of the other side.
Constituents. It's a good thing to even see that the lawmakers are going back to talk to, their constituents.
I don't know. I'm not quoting. I don't know how the Grand Bassa people will manage, because King Brown reported on yesterday that I know since last year or 2 years running, the lawmakers, 7 lawmakers from Grand Bassa County, they haven't been in that constituent to give report. I know how
they will have to go there now to give report. They are needed to go. Lawmakers should go back to give reports every month, even if it is monthly or quarterly.
Yeah.
It's very important, because these are the people you represent. If you are representing me, and you can come back to me for us to have a dialogue, a conversation, to know what's going on with me in my district, to see some of the challenges that we have, a mechanism that we can put together, work around how to deliver when it comes to our district, then you are not looking for second term. You understand? Because that you see, Liberians will just sit and say, let's just wait. 2029 coming. And Liberians can just be waiting for years to come to just keep chinching people because they are not satisfied with you. So it's very important that our people are going back, to talk to their constituents. This thing here about our traditional laws. I don't know if the Englishman had not come, I probably would have been a traditional leader myself.
Yeah.
You understand?
So,
you never know, so I can't argue it. But for me, because there was a time I was sitting on the radio discussing it on the Supreme Show, and I was warned. And, they said it chased one of my colleagues, another female, because you're having children. And this part of that FGM is a concern for me. And, yes, I love the traditional practices. I heard about how people, you will sit down, under the Palava hut, certain time in the evening, the woman will be telling story. We drink from the calabash, the cold water from the calabash. We sit together, eat with our hands. And sometimes if you're eating with your brother, you the sister, you gotta hold a bowl when your brother eating. Even if I like those kinds of traditions. I like it to say for my old people to tell me stories, about Liberia, about my ancestors, about what happened then, about what used to happen. They play that you see billiard now, what it used to be, what happened before. My father told me stories about my great-great-grandfather that he owned a town, and nobody used to pass through that town once he's sitting there. You have to pass through him, one human being, an entire town. That before you pass there, you got to talk to him first, and because I don't know if he settled there before everybody else. Those kind of stories I like to hear to know where I come from. I like to see the huts, the mud huts. I like to go, when people go into fishing, the woman is setting a basket. I like those kinds of things when it comes to rural life. But I do not want to be in a society bush where I will be going through certain part of my body part being cut off, when according to what I know as an adult, that is where the juice should be. Then you take it from there. And then at the same time, they say they're training me. But then from what we gather, women who have gone through this, when they come out, they can't be sexually satisfied. And if I will satisfy my husband in every way, I'm gonna cook a food, I'm gonna wash his clothes, I'm gonna make sure he wear clean shoe, and but then I can't satisfy him over there. Then it's like the woman is not only for that man. It can be only the man getting satisfaction, the woman not getting satisfaction. But I'm not going to get too deep into this conversation because it's not just sensitive. The traditional people were here. Yeah. They say the love of liberty brought us here, but to me, the love of liberty met people here. You understand? But the one, they were not educated like that when it comes to foreign education. So that the reason why they were not able to put on their own money to say the love of liberty met us here. The people that came with the civilization, with the education, the people that were literate, and they met the illiterate here. The one here, they don't want to have the power. Today, you see, you're looking at land. See how the land business went. Land is an everlasting thing. But you go Cinco, you go Mama Point, you hear the Dennis and the Coopers. Where they came from to own all these land? These lands were owned by the traditional people that were here. But the traditional people thought that you can feed my belly today without a small fee and thing and you bring me eat today till the land. Today they way in the back at the end of the day. Only a few people get sense, they're coming back. You understand? And on my Emmanuel, when you get cool money, you can still purchase some of those properties back. Yeah. Now let's come back to the conversation. The people say they're rejecting what the president said. The president said a traditional man. The president been around a long time. He know all of these things. He know of them. And how it should not be. The most powerful people here, they can say the president is number one citizen of the country.
Yeah.
But the most powerful people from what I see in our country are the lawmakers.
Yeah.
They can decide how it would be.
Because they represent the people.
Exactly. The lawmakers can say no lawmaker child should go to private school beside government school. It will happen. And they will make sure the government school is solid. That people will come from other countries, Kenya, Uganda, and say, I want to go to school in Liberia because the government institutions, they're not smart and free of charge. You can imagine. And the same lawmakers can say, when anybody gets sick as a government official, you can't go outside the country to take treatment. You take treatment at JFK.
It should be something that's standing.
Yes. The lawmakers can come and say, every government official, including our highest salary, should be $5,000 a month. And it's still plenty, but let's leave it there. And the cars that will drive and you use it throughout that you are a president or minister. I'm talking about those who are in power. That maybe they will say, okay, Toyota Range. What will happen, how it will be. But we can't go against the tradition again. Emmanuel, you've been outside of Monserrato. You go into the counties out in Babulu, I saw an old woman crying. She has properties, but they were taken from her because women are supposed to own property.
Yes.
Her husband died. They took gas station from her. They took stores from her. They left her with a little tiny piece. The old man was explaining to me, crying. Why? Because her husband died. So I said, oh, but ain't your property that were our property? When my husband was alive, you see that gas station? It's for me. They took it. You see the one? It's for me. They took it. The man who they named the town after that the man can take everything. Because she woman, they were waiting for her husband to die. Yeah, he died. They took it from her. They left her with one small full of men renting here. She got all the small thing. She's sleeping in one lay hot. That's what they left for her. They took 95.9%. In fact, 98.2% of the property from her. So when I tried to go too deep into my investigation, she started crying. So I said, oh man, what happened? She said the traditional people. My daughter, let leave it. It's heartbreaking.
Sure.
What are the traditional thing? You will go argue with it?
No. Hold it there. So we get to another story here, and this will be our talking point, and then we will move on. And this is on Spoon Page. We take another our story from on Spoon Page today. We're not going anywhere.
All right. If you say so, sir.
Yeah.
Then me close the all the newspaper that I was looking at.
So because this will set the pace for our discussion, and then we give our audience the opportunity to weigh in on those two things that we talked about.
Okay.
You know, these are human interest stories. It's a NAC, that National AIDS Commission, sounds alarm. Liberia's HIV cases claim to 36,000 women most impacted. With what is the approaching, the National AIDS Commission has sounded alarm over a troubling rise in HIV cases across Liberia. The Commission reports that the number of Liberians living with HIV and AIDS has increased from 34,000 in 2024 to 36,000 in 2025. So you have additional 2,000 added. Underscoring persistent challenges in prevention, awareness, and access to treatment. The NAC, National AIDS Commission chairperson, Dr. Cecilia Nuta, disclosed the figure during a press briefing, stressing that women remain disproportionately affected disproportionately affected. She warned that the widening gender gap demands urgent target intervention. Women by far constitute the most affected group in Liberia's HIV burden, Dr. Nuta said. We urgently need increased domestic support and more focused programs if we are to reserve this trend and protect vulnerable population. Data from UNAIDS reinforce the Commission's concern. Among adults aged 15 to 49, HIV prevalence stands at 1.2% for women, double the 0.6% prevalence among the men. Based on this proportion, roughly 24,000 of the 36,000 Liberian living with AIDS in 2025 are women. Wow. So all of the 36,000, 24,000 are women. Are women rather, making them the clear majority of those impacted. Health experts attribute the disparity to a mix of biological, social, and economic factors, including unequal access to health care, gender-based violence, poverty, and limited sexual health education for young girls and women. Dr. Nota called for enhanced government funding, stronger community engagement, and expanded investment in HIV prevention and treatment services. Despite progress in testing and awareness campaign, Liberia's HIV program remains heavily dependent on international donor support. A reliance the Commission warned is unsustainable. Liberia cannot continue to depend largely on external funding, Dr. Nuta cautioned. If we are to meet global HIV target and protect our citizens, especially women, we must take ownership of our national response. As Liberia prepares to join the war in commemorating War is Day on December 1, that's December 1st, the NAC is urging community civil society organization policymaker to use the occasion as a moment of reflection and renewed commitment. Planned activity include mobile testing campaign, community dialogue, blah, 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 blah. That's not too important. So the important part of it, we have touched on it. So for 2024, we had 34,000 people living with AIDS. And I think those are people that have been tested. Those people are people that have been tested. And 2025, it claims to 26,000, meaning 36,000. So 2,000 extra added. And all of the 36,000, you have 24,000 female.
What are the age groups most affected?
So they put here, they didn't give the full stuff here. They say among adult age 15 to 49, HIV prevalence stands at 1.2%.
Did they talk about strengthening the health system?
It is at the bottom of this.
What I'm saying, you know, they have to evaluate solutions and recommendations as well. Yeah, they say the women are many, but you know, women are the receivers. They are the most vulnerable. They are the weakest link.
Okay, so they talk about the rising number highlight Liberia's ongoing struggle with HIV and AIDS and the urgent need for sustained gender-sensitive approach, with women accounting for nearly 2/3 of all infections. Experts warn that failing to address the inequality could undermine broader national health goals.
You know, these are things that could lead to stigma and discrimination. Look at women. I would not think that it's just due to sex, you know, through sexual, let me say the STDs, you know, but also, like you read, they are not being educated.
Yeah, education, you know, poverty,
because there are people who are still living in poverty, yet they are very smart and sensitive, knowing how to take care of themselves as well. So are we saying that, you know, most of those affected with HIV and AIDS are from rural Liberia? Maybe there aren't good health systems there. And people say the only thing they put knowing in the interior as soon 6 o'clock kind of to go to bed. So then why aren't the men being affected that much as the women?
That is a very key question, and it needs answer.
I mean, if you look at it, also there are things that women do that most men don't do. We go to do pedicure and manicure. I want to look at it that way too. You know, we go to weave our hair, and we don't carry. Some people don't carry their own needles. You just go to sew your hair. They sew weave on your hair. And sometimes when I have been sensitive about HIV and AIDS business, maybe around 18 or 19 years old. Because in my mind, once you get AIDS, you will die. It will kill you. You will get rotting and die. People will not even want to talk to HIV. I have programmed. I have my system has processed it, and that's how I have accepted it since as old as I am. So you can imagine how many years ago that I've accepted it like that. So there is no way I will go to the salon to fix my hair and I don't come with my own brand new needles. Or I go to do pedicure and I will have my own picker. I mean, it has to be, I'm sorry, my people. I have to pay for my picker or come with my own set. So these are some of the things that could have led to this. Men are going to sew their hair. They're going to cut their hair. Yeah. But at the same time, most guys, they use brand new blades to cut their hair, right? They're not cutting their hair with machine. I mean, even if they're using the machines, there are barber shops where equipments are being sterilized. Emmanuel, not everybody you go, you go ahead, they start chopping. So these could have, I mean, but they say poor health system, but the men are going to the hospital. So it said that when the women are pregnant and then they go to the hospital, that's when they get infected. These are things that need to be looked at. Now, we don't just want to discuss it and put vocabularies in place and analyze and present it and break it. But we need solution. We don't want to hear that HIV and AIDS percentage is climbing in our country. It's not good for us. It's not something that we want to hear. We want to hear that it's dropping. There was a time they said a certain county had it. You know, so much.
No, about so county.
I beg you. And then again, at the same time, Emmanuel, HIV and AIDS brings a huge financial burden on the government.
True enough.
If it is a caring government that care about the people, they will have to make sure, and not just saying the percentage, but these people should be well taken care of. They should be put into a particular facility. Yes, though, because you don't want it to get spread. You know, and like I said, stigma. So why not live one place and being taken care of? Now, I heard that HIV has medication. Have you researched that?
I heard about having researched it.
They do have medication. Do we have those medications here so that people take them? Are there sex education being taught in schools to teach young girls and boys about for them to know HIV, about the HIV and AIDS thing? I remember times back they used to teach sex education at institutions. You know, from elementary upward.
I did family health education in 5th grade, 6th grade. Family health education, and with that they teach you all of those things. How to take care of all of those diseases and other things. But I don't know whether
how not to go
it is still in the curriculum.
Yeah, how not to go near unsterilized equipment, you know, not to, but there are, you know, health facilities that we just take all of those syringes and, you know, those needles that they use, they just throw it in the garbage. And children playing, they're looking for old cup to play, and they go and grab it and play with it. And these are future generations. So many, I mean, people are just at risk, vulnerable for anything to happen to you or to the children or to that child in that community. So they should be able to teach people sex education.
It is very important. Sex education, as you said, it should be done. It should cut across. They should cut across. These things should be taught in school.
They should teach. They should have dramas created, put it on the radios, shortwave stations, FMs, you know, on social media. Let people see it. Let people read about it. People can discuss politics when anything happens.
You know,
let it go around like that.
There are lots of important things important discussion that need to be aired on radio. But nowadays, the entire thing has been
politics. No human interest. That should be they should discuss prevention methods. How can you prevent a thing from happening? It should be in the people ear every day. Children, like we say at schools, in the marketplaces.
And you have baby mother to child transmission too as well. Babies having baby are those children have some sort of education as it relates to these things.
They should have regular HIV and AIDS testing. We that working the spoon here, come and do HIV and AIDS testing on everybody. You must agree. If you don't agree, that means you don't want to work at spoon. This is serious. So.
The discussion is kind of a serious. You see something kind of way.
At the institution.
You know, some people people are very afraid to do those things. Because you know it has the stigma that comes with it. That is one of the key reasons you see people afraid. People can have HIV and AIDS
and be living normal life.
You live normally.
But as soon as you hear,
the fact means you have to follow certain rules, regulations, certain guidelines, and these are things that majority of our young people will not want to do. You should stick to a partner. 1, 2, you should take your medication.
Are you married first before you want to have partner?
But
and that partner, because you're committed to that partner, what makes you think that partner is committed to you? These are things you should sit and think about.
Unprotected sex is one of the key contributing factor to the HIV transmission around. Unprotected sex, as Lorena said, sharing needles and sharp instruments. Not everybody like that is. So education is very key to this entire thing. If the government mean well to hold out 36,000 to not claim again, 2026, we shouldn't have additional 2,000. They should ensure that proper care be given. They should look at this very keenly. You know, jokingly, we had a conversation yesterday in the gym, my friends and I brought about this. We were talking about it. I was reading through my phone. We were talking about it. And some of the guys were like, I think I'm worried about that. I said, no, this is serious. It is very, people take it lightly. But it is,
especially the young ones.
It is very serious. Something must kill.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Not something, but we are talking about a whole generation.
One black boy told me, you didn't think a light. You don't know when the light will go off. So
do you know that health is wealth? If you are healthy, it is very important. It's very important, very very important. So this issue, we shouldn't just look at the hard number, but what is causing this number to increase? These are things we should identify. Because there are lots of, when we talk about poverty has to do with some of those girls, their parents don't have it. So some of them, they are prostitute.
Oh, so many women sleep with one man.
Yes.
And that one man hasn't, he just give it to a lot of women at the same time.
And it just goes around. So poverty is one of the key issues. Unprotected sex, using needle mother-to-child transmission, contaminated blood transfusion, and there are lots of contributing factors.
Remember your little flesh-to-flesh thing, toilet thing. Say condoms, use it. Let's look at some of the prevention methods.
Yes.
Okay. Abstinence, as we said, abstinence or safer sex practices, condoms. It just came out of my mouth. Forget about flesh to flesh. Say especially you have more than 5 girlfriends. Flesh to flesh, they're not your area for now. Please, Papa. You can't affect the people's daughters like that. Get your condoms. You know, when we were coming up like teenagers in my father's house, I used to get when then I started, you know, I used to I was a corporate reporter, go on the field, you know, look for stories and all that. Sometimes we'll go and carry, we'll follow the NGOs, HIV and AIDS awareness people. Then they will give plastic bags of condom. And then we taking the condom, people be looking at you. I will go to my house. My brothers, you know, they have their own room, and I know everybody draw. So I would drop condoms. When they're not paying attention, I would drop condoms in their drawers. Then one of them, he's in the UK now. You don't get me. I'm not doing that nothing. Why would they put a condom inside my drawer? But when I go by to check, that condom finish.
Make a share with
So, okay, we have that, and then regular HIV testing.
True.
Test. Go for your test. Don't be afraid. Go for it. Especially when you know you're not you, my sister, you know that men are grown. Let's talk like that. And you're not in love. Even though him paying your rent, feeding you, put your mind in business, go check HIV and AIDS test. Facility. There should be regular HIV and AIDS tests in hospitals. Anybody come to hospital, let HIV. The people ain't gotta know. That means saving the country. That not everything gotta be fair. We know most of you not fair.
Yeah.
Let's put that system in place. Do the test when the person least expect. When they don't know, all they know you're taking their blood, you're going to typhoid and malaria. Do HIV and AIDS test too. Yeah. So we can know that, okay, you know what, and we have to take you to a particular facility. We're going to treat you there. You'll be okay. And there should be counselors to counsel these people because of the stigma.
Yeah.
Talk to them regularly. Take them away from society. Put them in a facility. Take care of them. Treat them. All right. We have that then. Mother to child transmission. They call it PMTCT, as Emmanuel talked about. Then needle and syringe safety. How well are you disposing your waste management? How you doing it? How you carrying on waste management? Especially those who have clinics and pharmacies, and you can treat people there. How are you getting rid of the waste, the dirt?
There's so many oil in the dump.
They're just picking.
Yeah.
So how are you getting rid of them? You need to be able to manage waste. And and not throwing it in a CO, because don't forget we got a fish in the own habitat there. Go there, you're burning. That's not the way forward. Okay? Education and awareness campaigns, like I said, regularly health ministry and Phil. We thank you for announcing it. Now we know. But how much? We're not just talking that when it pass, money come tomorrow, World Bank donate, World Health Organization bring it, then we don't understand how it's going on. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Because this whole year, these things, they will support it.
Yeah.
They will bring the money. But the money not just there to go in certain people's pockets, man. People, it got to go around in the way it should be put into the system. There should be systems set up so that people will know that, that the HIV, the people can go visit their people. They are living well, and they are being taken care of. They're taking their medication. Not everybody get money to go buy it. They get some money, they get money in their country, they can take their medication, but they're not giving. They got men, I was saying, as a man, you send a woman to go do HIV and AIDS test before you start going on. Why you can go do HIV and AIDS test too? Only the woman will go do the test. How about you? Okay, I know that I'm safe and clean. Do I know if you are safe and clean? But because, like you said, poverty, she will not say nothing. She will allow it. And there are a lot of things happening to her. We can go around this thing all day, Manuel. But what people have to go.
It's a very big topic. So
let's put mechanisms in place to make sure we shouldn't hear no more huge no more, but we should hear that people are taking the medication and it's being suppressed.
And I was saying to myself, I think the number that the National AIDS Commission put out. These are the numbers that they have control over. That probably
it could be more.
Yes, it could be even more. And we are living. We are living and just doing things the way it is.
Recklessly. Some people go to buy, they go drink liquor to the Friday.
Yeah.
You know,
social activities.
So you get
drunk. If you get drunk, you care. You care.
Before you make up your mind, you finish doing it. You know what you have. You're already feeling happy.
No, it's valuable, but it's
serious. You should live 120 years old. You can't be reckless with your life. Then you say something got to kill somebody, and then you affecting other people. Yeah. So I mean, man, if you want to take your course, I have made my contribution, man. I have to go see the doctor.
Yeah. So you
want me
you go.
Yeah.
You not the way I'm seeing your hand on the camera. Yes, Supreme. I need your call Supreme. Supreme loves juices.
Oh, there's few people. A lot of points.
Supreme loves juices.
It's sad.
You send juice for Supreme.
Let us send it through you. I will still receive it. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, Supreme needs juices.
They won't wait for you to die for, and then they say they won't contribute. I yell for the next 70 years.
Supreme broke her ribs, so Supreme needs juice.
My wrist, Papa. My wrist, not my ribs.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? We know. They know how you talking to us. My wrist. They think I can do that now, for now. So right now, I even feel that bluffing. But Jack, I don't kind of work that out. I can do that for now. They say that therapeutic stage, so I'm still trying to
to work on it.
Yeah, but what I'm doing now I was not doing 2 weeks ago.
And it's getting better, that healing stage there. So you have to experience some little pain. I experienced it before. My elbow. I fell on it. Motor accident and the entire thing turned.
Yeah.
The straighten out thing and I play.
I heard they say when you see the heard about this time you used to be running away.
I cried as if I was a baby.
Yeah, I cried like that too. But you tell me, when you tell me, I said before Kim, they said, I cried, man. I was crying, I was calling Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, oh God, oh this, and then see, Lord have mercy, let me out, hey Lord, that you impeded it. I said I was just talking all on my head, Emmanuel. Wow. Anyway, always put God first in whatever you do. Let's give you the chance to call.
So you need to call 00777 1075 055101075. These are the numbers. The game is open. You can continue to play. *79 and *3#. So we'll take your calls 07777 771075 055 101075. Let's go this way. Hello.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
And good morning. And good morning to your co-host. My name is Brian. Yeah, my name is Brian. To calling from teaching number 10. And let me wish Lady Supreme a speedy recovery in 100% fitness.
Okay.
And I like how she played it this morning. And probably I think the Minister of Health need to recruit several large and some people educated people who tomorrow when they go in the community to provide education on the AIDS methods and how he or she can receive or get AIDS or the education method. I think she need to be on the team. Yeah, because the way she spoke, she didn't speak like someone who want what and blue and this and that. I really admire her speaking this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And two, what we used to, our instructors, our teachers used to do for us in those days, like the self-esteem when it comes to HIV and AIDS. These days, it's gone away in school. No personal hygiene can be taught in school again. No self-esteem, no this, no that. Everything has been buried. But only thing, the initial help, the curriculum, they will come away as the one you see, like teachers who are not qualified, who are not competent to sit in front of your children or to stand in front of your children to say they provide education and things. These are the people who see these days. So I tell you, thank you very much for the work you are continuing to do for the sake of Black people. And thank you to the management of Heaven.
Okay, thank you. We'll take more calls. 077 771075 055 101075. These are the numbers to call. 077 771075 055 101075. These are the numbers to call. We have touched on key issue as it relates to the rate of people living with sexual. Good morning. Yes, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Enoch Fuya, calling from Cowell.
Go on.
Yeah, I called to contribute to the issue of the short term. Yeah, I think it's troubling for our country, and I think government, as you said, need to come up with programs, because the thing there is, even the number they came up with, it is possible that the number will exceed that.
Yeah.
Those who have gone to hospital, they have been checked. That's a key. But there are some people who have it and don't even want to go to hospital. And you see some country have the other thing, like some other things that is bothering them. So I'm thinking that this thing, the education should come down to school level.
Yeah.
School to begin to educate students. There are some parents, they will tell you, it's not true. There are a lot of children that live with the parents, they are into men who want business, but the parents are not aware. So one key thing to the parents can do, if you think that your child is not into men business or into women business, provide our sex education to the child. When you watch the Ghana TV, I mean, the thing about sex is nothing about the people rule. People have a whole program. People sit down, they discuss about sex, how much we lie down, how much we elaborate without the people rule. We got small children, but small children now, they don't want to fall into this. Because people refuse to provide sex education. So sex education from grade level, maybe school will say maybe from 9th grade or from 10th grade to 12th grade. They should try to educate the people, because what's happening now to these people, some of them now, you will be like bullying some of them, some of them are happy. But even you yourself, you blame somebody, you don't even know why you have it.
You know, status. Yeah, true.
So it's not about bullying people or so. The right government put some resources together to see how well they can cater to these people. Thank you.
Thank you for your input. 0777-1075, 0555-101075. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes, you're live. What is your name and where you call us from?
I'm Morris County, calling from Chicago, sir.
Morris, proceed.
Yeah. As our sister just stated, when she talked about charity in the Vero Hospital, it's very important, because Liberia is very, very barbaric when it comes to system. We look at things, they have, what they have to do is like every entity or organization, working places, that you carry there, and in the school, that the school details all the students, all the rural schools, that will help the ministry to get those people in the city and getting within the community. And if you know your parents, you love your children and you love your family as well, take your family, or you call people like that, or some people have money for that, they do the self-test. That's the only way you will get those people. But if you want to wait for them to go to the hospital, you won't get them. Some people don't go to the hospital.
But just by knowing those or getting those infected people, I don't think it is sufficient. Education to cope the situation is very important too as well.
For school, you know, it's important. It is very, very important.
Okay.
But if doing that, you will help the health to know how best.
Okay, thank you.
That is my input.
Thank you. We'll take more calls. 0777-1075. 0555-101075. These are the numbers. And also keep playing again. *799 *3#. The system is open. *799 *3#. Just $200 Liberian dollars. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, Yagazi.
Is Emmanuel not Yagazi? How are you doing?
Sorry. This is Afra Ko. I'm calling from Oro.
Go on, Afra.
Yeah, okay. That's what Lorena was saying is you need to be teaching HIV in the school. Because I can remember when I was small boy, when the HIV came up, they said that this HIV was on the increase. Every community, every school. But the people have forgotten about HIV now. People just feel like, oh, HIV, like they're looking at malaria in Liberia now. So nobody got time for it. So please, as you people are discussing it, you make sure let it be discussed continuously so that the government at least can help and then the school can be teaching it to our children.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
All right, we have a few minutes to go. We take a few calls and then we get back to our assistant to put our numbers and give cash out to our folks. So keep playing. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, sir. I would appreciate if you lower your monitor or walk away a little bit.
Okay, this is Lasana M. Salim calling you from Brockville.
Lasana, proceed.
Yeah, the issue that has to do with HIV thing, just imagine. Since then until now, we got 36,000 people, a huge number of people. I think the government had to intervene by giving ARV to all the hospitals, all the clinics, that they've been giving it to people because more people now get money. So, I mean, that would be one of the solutions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. 077771075, 055101075. These are the numbers to call to be a part of the program. 077771075, 055101075, and we're taking calls. We're looking at the increase in the number of people living with HIV and AIDS that was announced by the National AIDS Commission of Liberia. Some 36,000 people is currently they are currently living with HIV and AIDS in Liberia, and we talk around issue of prevention, the cause of those things, what are contributing factors that contributing a lot to the increase in the number, the surge in the number. So we are talking much more about those things, and it's about time you plug forth your calls to weigh in on some of those issues that we're talking about. 077771075, 055101075 are the numbers to call. 077771075, 055101075. These are the numbers to call. And also, for those of you who are lovers of the game, the system is running. You can continue to play *79 and *3# is the number to play with. Let's pick this call, and then we will have to zero in on the topic. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, you're live. What's your name?
My name is Emmanuel Dan, calling from the Oro.
Emmanuel, go on.
Yeah, straight to the topic. According to what the Supreme was saying, that some of all we want to do our care, but we don't get money. So all I want looking at is
I think the test supposed to be free. Yeah, the test not money being it. The test supposed to be free.
And with the treatment too, I didn't tell you to your clinic in hospital. I didn't go there and do our test. We'll do our test. We'll see you.
So I think you go out to health facility and tell them that you can do your HIV test. It's free. I don't think you have to pay money to do HIV test. No, I don't think so. So you can kind of take that post step, my man. It's good that you do it. Yeah. Okay. So 077771075, 05551101075. We try to zero in on the topic, and then we talk about giving cash out to our folks. So we talk about some of the reasons that are contributing to the number, even though Ministry of that's the National AIDS Commission gives reason, but we have some reason here too as well. Unprotected sexual intercourse, that's vaginal sex, anal sex, and oral sex. Then we have sharing needles or sharp materials. Avoid unprotected sex. At this point in time, you have to avoid unprotected sex. If you have sex, you have to protect yourself. You have condom that you supposed to use as you go about having sex. As Lorena said, the flesh to flesh is causing a lot of problems. So sharing needles or sharp instruments, you have to avoid it. If you are going to fix your hair as a female, it is prudent enough that you allow those catering to you use a brand new needle. They shouldn't use needle that they have used on another person. That is wrong. Probably you are an honest person and you have one partner. You're not this way and that way and the other way. You have to ensure that you use needle and other things. Clean a new needle. Mother to child transmission, doing pregnancy, doing childbirth, through breastfeeding. Some children get the virus from these things that I just named. So it is good as a mother to do your test. If you do your test and you have the virus, the health practitioners, they will give you the proper advice. And the list goes on and on and on and on. So folks, this is very important. This is very important. We certainly have to work in line and avoid having unprotected sex. Lots of social activities. People in the bars, the nightclubs. As soon as they are intoxicated, the next thing is to have fun. And in having fun, you have to protect yourself. It is good to take it along in your wallet. I'm not trying to preach dishonesty or promote fornication, because people will have to make their own decision to stick to a person. You can even tell a person, my man, stick to one person, stick to one person, the man will stay to what they want to do. So, in so doing, we just have to encourage you. Since you don't want to stick to one person, you have to ensure that you have a protected sex. Avoid using sharp material that others have used. Other people use it, avoid using it. We have to be very careful so that we can all work around it, because from last year to this year, 2000, I don't think it's a similar number. According to record, according to the National AIDS Commission record, 2000 has been added. So from 34, 35, 36, 2000 individuals have been added to the list. That is the known one. The unknown one, we don't know, because there are people who are deliberately refusing, or they will not want to go at the health facility to do any test. With the sake they treat themselves. And some of those people are living with the virus. So that's it. We'll have to wrap up. Let's go and give cash out to our folks. Let's consult the computer now and give cash out to our folks. *793# *7993#. That's the code to play with. *793# *7993#. Let's go right here and give cash out as we wrap up on the program. So this is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM, the weekend edition of the program, the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. And we are on Fabric 101.1 FM. And we on Spoon TV Live. Okay. So we are here this morning. So I'm consulting the system to put out numbers. I'm certainly consulting the system to put out numbers as we wrap up. We are not taking calls. The time for calling has ended. So we're not taking calls. All right. All right. So, folks, we will have to give cash out to our folks. And then we move on *79 and *3#. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Okay. All right. We have to move this way. All right, folks, we have to wrap up on the show as we go. yes, we have to certainly wrap up. We don't have time. We certainly have to wrap up. We have numbers coming up. Yes, numbers are coming up. Due to the ring baton issue, we will not be able to call people on the show. So the next announcer will have to go ahead and call the winners. Okay? The next announcer will have to go ahead and call the winners. Well, folks, that's how we wrap up on today's edition of the program. The donation on Spoon 107.5 FM. It was a great presentation. And we hope that we take key some of those things that were discussed on the program as we live a very healthier life. On behalf of the team, my name is Emmanuel Qualen David. I was here alongside my colleague, Lorena Honoré. To our followers, we say thank you for always following. For those of you who follow via the radio, we say thank you and keep following Spoon FM and Spoon TV Live. Till we'll be back here next week, Diamond Slanger and Yegazi will be here Monday to Wednesday. Lorena Honoré and I will be here from Wednesday till Friday. Until next week, do have for yourself a God bless day. Enjoy the rest of our programs and our broadcasts. And be good to the people that you will certainly meet along the way. Bye-bye and stay safe.